Hi, I'm Jane Matthews and I'm one of the directors of the World Divination Association, and I'm here today to give you your weekly rune reading for all astrological signs. The winner of last week's competition is Lorin K, so congratulations, Lorin. Your reading will be at the end of all of the signs, so if you stay tuned, you'll be able to get your personalised read at the end. If anybody would like to win a free reading with me next week, all you have to do is comment your name and what star sign you are in the comment section below. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to head right into Aries. So how can Aries get the best out of their week? How can Aries get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? Now, this week I'm actually using a deck. I'm using the Painted Runes deck by Sophie McKay-Knight, so I will be channeling the runes through that. How can Aries get the best out of their week from the 7th to the 13th of February? So, Aries, it looks like you're actually gaining a lot of wisdom, but you're actually, gaining wisdom within yourself, sharing it with others. So that's where you're going to be getting the most out of your week this week. So what wisdom can you share, but also what can you gain from others as well? What kind of enlightenment can that bring to situations within your life? Actually, it's about speaking with fairness, so try not to lose your kind of temper in that way. Kind of always have that integrity and that fairness about you throughout this week also. And really focus on, what you can bring forward to make yourself feel more at one with others. What is it that can actually bring that to you? What do you need to do in order to get that? There is an element of good luck this week for you. So if you're looking for things to develop in ways, I would suggest that this week's really good for that to come. And when it comes to your finances and feeling abundant in a tangible way, also within yourself, I would say that there's a very high possibility of that occurring as well. You might have been feeling for a while like you might have been a bit stuck, but actually things are going to start moving forward for you, and you're going to see the ways in which you can grow and what the potential is for everything around you. So that is how Aries can get the best out of their week from the 7th to the 13th of February. Next up, we have Taurus. So how can Taurus get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? How can Taurus get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? Taurus. So Taurus, it looks like actually things are actually coming together. Things are coming to fruition for you, and it's going to provide you with the potential to really move forward this month. You're going to be actually no longer feeling like things are being stuck for you. You're not gonna feel this week any longer like you're being kind of prevented from things. I would say that there's a really high potential for some rapid changes, for things to develop within your life should you be searching for that, and actually really seeking that kind of growth. You've got to practice some self-love this week as well. I'll get the best out of your week. If you practice some self-love, you could really create some major changes and breakthroughs, and also it will give you the strength and the determination to really drive yourself forward how it is that you're wishing to do. It'll give you kind of the right energy to push forward and gain victory in many areas in which you want to get. And if it's for finances, I would say that that's actually, you're going to get some good financial growth. So it could be opportunities in work and things like that, if you were to actually push forward and seek for them. Next up, we have Gemini. Gemini, how can Gemini get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? How can Gemini get the best out of their week from the 7th to the 13th of February? And if you'd like to comment your name and your sign, one subscriber will receive a personal reading from me next week. Gemini. So Gemini, it's about going with the flow this week. If you can kind of go with the flow, you'll find that you bring more opportunities towards you. You actually have more luck. when it comes to getting things completed. You might feel like you're coming out of that way of feeling a bit stuck in yourself, feeling a bit, things are a bit stagnant around you, and you'll actually be able to really move forward. You'll be able to kind of navigate your way in a way that's actually going to provide some really swift forward movement for you. But in that essence as well, you're going to be able to complete things that you've already agreed to. So make sure you honour any agreements, and actually that'll bring you more success as well. Try not to get your hackle up too much in the week when it comes to others around you, especially with regards to the workplace. But I would say that really put your energy into things that's actually going to nourish you and provide that growth. Put them into these new opportunities, put them into opportunities that you are wanting to bring to fruition. Put things in place to sow those seeds this week to actually gain success further down the line. So next up, we have Cancer. Cancer. How can Cancer get the most out of their week? How can they get the best out of their week? From the 7th to the 13th of February, Cancer. And if you want to head over to the WDA website, if you want to learn runes or any other divination system, actually on the WDA website, we have groups and courses to suit everybody for every system going. Cancer, 7th to the 13th of February. So Cancer. So this week, it's actually about kind of transforming things for you, making changes. The best way is to accept and embrace any changes that come towards you. It prevents any kind of repetitive cycles of things that you don't want coming to fruition again for you. You're actually going to gain a lot. So I'd actually apply yourself to what it is you need to know, what it is that you need to kind of listen to, especially when it comes to the physical things around you. So what are you needing to pay attention to and learn about? There could be some transformation with regards to the homes and things like that. If you're wanting to make any kind of renovations, now's the time to do it. If you're looking at selling your home or anything like that, I would be looking at really negotiating what would be the best terms for that to be happening. What things are you willing to agree to? What are you wanting to put your energy into as well? What is abundance to you, and how do you see that kind of manifesting in your life? And if you're wanting to welcome in any change, I would highly suggest that you actually embrace that change, see the strength that you have within yourself, see everything that you have around you and within you, and actually from that be able to then prevent what you don't want coming back around in your life, what you're not wanting, and see clearly what it is that you do want this week. Next up, we have Leo. So how can Leo get the best out of their week from the 7th to the 13th of February? How can Leo get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? So Leo, this week you might be needing to communicate with others. There's a real need for your communication style with others not to be too defensive. So try and be a little bit more open in your communication style. Don't be blocking people off and not wanting to speak to them or things like that. Listen to what others have to say, and also allow others to really from that listen to what you've got to say also. It'll actually give you a lot of kind of strength within yourself, inner strength, that rather than kind of forcing things with too much fire. And it'll also bring more success in the relationships around you as well. There are some opportunities coming forward this week again for you, and it's about kind of bridging things. It's about making connections despite any disruptions that have been occurring around you. So it's about kind of nurturing and building bridges with the connections around you. So if there's anything, hold your tongue, don't lose your temper, and actually listen and from that, you really will get the best out of your week, not just with yourself, but with regards to others and the way that you communicate, also in the relationships around you. So next up, we have Virgo. How can Virgo get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? How can Virgo get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? So Virgo, again this week is kind of allow yourself to actually discuss how you feel. Talk about your emotions, talk about your feelings, don't just well them up inside yourself. Actually speak with a kind of inner truth. Allow yourself to kind of move forward, push beyond that kind of, push beyond the walls that you might have been building up within yourself and actually be open. Have some patience as well. I feel like you're really being a bit too hard on yourself about things. And from that, actually allow newness to enter. So it's going to be, it's about embracing things, you know. You might be offered something in some aspect. You might be looking at getting some kind of gift. And when it comes to the relationships with others, actually looking at what's fair and what's not, but also having that integrity to actually allow yourself to open up, allow yourself to kind of be open with how you feel about things, and that will really push you forward through the week, and it'll allow you to really then, you know, solidify the relationships with others around you and bring a lot more harmony from that. Next up, we have Libra. So how can Libra get the best out of their week from the 7th to the 13th February? How can Libra get the best out of their week from the 7th to the 13th of February? Libra. So Libra, this week it's all about building up momentum, moving forward in the relationships around you, actually allowing things to come into you. You could be making arrangements as well. Things could be coming to fruition for you that's going to actually be making you really, really happy. So it's about welcoming those happy times coming in this week. I would say that there's a potential for some travel. You've got some potential to be making plans to travel if you don't actually travel at this time. And it's all about love. It's all about your relationships. It's all about that harmony and solidifying and bringing that in, welcoming that into you. I feel like you're going to have an abundance this week of emotions, and positive ones at that, the majority of the time. Next up, we have Scorpio. How can Scorpio get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? How can Scorpio get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? Scorpio. So Scorpio, there's a lot of strength this week. You're going to harness a lot of mental strength as well. It's actually, the mental strength comes from actually what you are going to be learning. Learning about others, learning in its essence, despite like what others have been bringing to the table of late, you're going to be really gaining a lot of enlightenment, and it is going to nourish you. This week's going to bring a lot of nourishment to you to get the best out of it. I would say, actually, you know, look at what it is that you're wanting to implement, what you're wanting to bring in. Look at those relationships around you. You know, see the abundance, bring that into you. It's about kind of bringing things into you this week, actually putting energy into things that's actually really, you know, going to make you feel at one, not just in yourself, but also with others as well. and I feel like you've got a lot of kind of talents, and if you can actually bring those in and integrate them, then you're going to really see the ways in which you can flourish and grow this week. So have fun with those. Next up, we have Sagittarius. How can Sagittarius get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February, Sagittarius? How can Sag get the best out of their week? So, Sag, I would say that there's actually, you've got an element of the unknown there. There's a lot of kind of opportunities. There's a lot of chances that's coming forth for you. Strong ones as well. I feel like you're going to be hearing some news. I feel like it could even be legal in its aspect, but in that sense, it could be an offer, some kind of official contract or something if you're waiting for that coming through for you. And it will make you really, really happy. It's going to bring a lot of meaning to you. It could be something that you've been waiting for some while. And how to get the best is really just communicating, what it is you want, what it is you need, and that's going to really drive you forward. Then it's going to actually allow others in that essence to really be able to see not just what you know, but what you're willing to kind of have within your life, also what it is you're wanting to bring in. It's about kind of allowing yourself to speak about what you want from others, and actually you'll see that there's chances come from that. There's going to be offers made, like I say, and those offers I do feel are going to be some kind of contract in some way. It'll either be coming to completion or you'll be offered one, and it's going to be something that's going to be making you feel really, really happy. And well done, congratulations. Let me know how it goes. Next up, we have Capricorn. So how can Capricorn get the best out of their week from the 7th to the 13th of February? How can Capricorn get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February, Capricorn? So Capricorn, actually kind of this week is all about that kind of looking after yourself, but also looking after your family as well. There's a big emphasis on family. We could be travelling to go and literally go and see family, or family could be wanting to come and see you. There's that coming together with others, and this week how to get the best is to actually, come together with those that's closest to you. I think that they're actually going to provide you in that essence with a lot of things that you've been needing. So there might be, you might be feeling really a lot of love. They could be bringing forth some kind of offer to you, but there is an actual need for you to be strong this week. So I would say that actually others could be coming to you for your strength, and you actually given that there could be plans made. But this strength that you're going to be showing and offering and giving to others and allowing others to lean on you in that sense is something actually that's going to, in its essence, bring developments to the forefront. And from that, it's about harnessing that self-control as well. So don't be reactive to situations, but instead try and go with the flow a little bit as things unfold around you this week. Next up, we have Aquarius. How can Aquarius get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? How can Aquarius get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? And if you want to comment your name and your sign, and one lucky subscriber will get a personal reading from me next week. Aquarius, how can Aquarius get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of Feb? So Aquarius, there's a lot of there's a strength this week. There's a strength in the way that things are presented to you, and it might be out of the blue again, but there is a real need to kind of harness that strength and actually have a lot of integrity, make sure everything is fair with others. these things that's actually coming towards you. Again, you're going to be having feelings in the week. Focus on happiness and what makes you happy, and try not to be too defensive when you're finding things or being told things that maybe, you know, isn't exactly how you've been planning it. It could be that there would be some disruption in your week, and if you were to actually focus on what makes you happy rather than focusing on the disruptions themselves, you'll find it easier to actually navigate your way through that. And from that, you'll be able to be in a better position to actually see clearly things for how they are and how you can move forward from them. So you'll be able to quickly see solutions should you be able to go with the flow, rather than you actually kind of focusing on the disruption that's coming around you. So really, you know, allow yourself to go with the flow, because you will see clear solutions despite things might seem all foggy and unable to see the woods for the trees. Next up, we have Pisces. So how can Pisces get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? How can Pisces get the best out of their week from the 7th until the 13th of February? Pisces. So Pisces, it's about kind of allowing kind of yourself to actually take on things that's making you happy this week. You know, do things with the people who mean the most to you. You know, do things within that. Show your love, express your love, allow others to do the same as well. Actually, it's all about focusing on happiness, focusing on your relationship with others, focusing on the relationship with yourself. Look at what you bring to the table, look at what love you give, and also look at what love you receive. From that, you're going to get great insight, and it's going to leave you feeling so abundant this week. It's going to leave you seeing clearly just exactly what you've got around you within your life, and just what happiness is. You're going to have a renewed sense within yourself, and a renewed sense within the relationships around you, and you're going to actually be feeling a lot of deep meaning and joy from that. Wow. So finally, we have our winner from last week, Lorin K. Congratulations, Lorin. So this is your personalised read for the week ahead on how you can get the best out of your week, and I hope you have an amazing week with that too, as do I hope for everyone else. So Lorin, how can Lorin get the best out of her week from the 7th until the 13th of February? How can Lorin get the best out of her week from the 7th to the 13th of February? So I would really say that you need to have some strong self-control. You really need them to be able to assert yourself. I think at times you've maybe been not able to assert yourself in the ways in which you wish. But this week, it's all about harnessing that strength, asserting yourself. There's a real need for you to do that, because this in its essence is actually going to pave the way for something new coming into your life, whether it be a new project in work or an actual, you know, something new. But it's also bridging gaps between yourself and others as well. It's allowing your gifts to flourish. It's allowing yourself to shine. And from that, there's going to be plenty of movement forward. In fact, you could actually be making agreements with others with regards to work. And when that occurs, it's really going to build up a lot of momentum. Things are going to move really quickly for you, and you're going to feel like there's a real coming together. So I would allow things to do that rather than being defensive this week. It's about asserting yourself, having self-control, but actually asserting what your needs are. And from that, others will gain much enlightenment, but you'll also see a clear way forward, and actually how things are. Truthfully, you're going to gain enlightenment for what's coming forth to you and the potential of all that will bring. I hope you enjoyed your reads this week. Thank you very much all for watching. Like I say, if you comment your name and you sign one, subscriber next week will receive a free personalised reading with me. If you'd like to comment as well how you found the readings resonated within the week, I'm always around and I enjoy seeing how things have unfolded for people. How has your week been? Please let me know. And if you want to head over to the WDA website, you can check out all the courses, the workshops. There's free groups to help you practice, learn, grow, enjoy. It's just a place to have fun and hang out. We have got a conference up next weekend, which is free, and it's all about love readings and getting love and finding love and understanding love in lots of different systems. So be sure to head over to the WDA website and check that out, register for that. And thank you all, and I will see you again next week. Bye now.